Hi guys, welcome to Tez Talks number 20, the Q&A series 2. It's funny, I have a really close person in my life who has substance abuse issues. And what you have to realize is you have to liberate yourself from the responsibility to fix them, to save them, to encourage them, to all those sorts of things. All you can be is be a loving, supportive person. And what I say is, I'm here, I love you, I'm not leaving. Go do your work. That's what I say. Like, that's my thing that I say. What I mean by doing work is doing the spiritual work in order for, it's so bright, hang on, in order for them to, now it's so dark, whatever, in order for them to have healing, they have got to do their own kind of work. It is absolutely not on us, it's not on you, and they will do it in time and when they're ready. I think it's really important to energetically distance yourself from them in a way that doesn't feel like you're abandoning them in any way. Saying like, I hear you, I love you, I'm here for you, reach out when you need me. But still doing you, going about your life, continuing on your own healthy path, your own spiritual path. And letting them know that you're there for them, but it's their own journey. When they're ready, they will start to make the changes in their own life. You will just be leading by example just by being in your higher self and being around them. That is what they're striving for. They're striving for that kind of contentment. Those sorts of things come from a place of suffering and pain, and I know that energetically when you put in the effort to be supportive to a person, it's very easy to come in and say, all right, this is how you've got to change it. You need to stop doing this, you need to think about this, you need to read that. And there's control in that. That's your own control, and you're actually just sitting in a place of ego when you're trying to fix and change. You don't have that ability to do that. All you have the ability to do is be a good friend, to be a good family member, and to take care of yourself, because you need to be an unwavering rock for you so that you don't pick up on any of the negative emotions that they're trying to navigate. So that's something I've learned a lot in my life, is that this person who struggles so deeply with addiction, that's their own path, and there isn't going to be any growth or any learning for them if I come in and try and take the reins and save the day for them. It'd be the sort of thing where I would pull them out for a minute and they would return back to it again. So I really encourage you to keep taking care of yourself first and foremost, and then just go from there. And just throw a whole bunch of love and compassion at them, but really try not to step in and intervene. Okay. Yeah, I mean, everyone's different in terms of the music they listen to when they meditate. It always kind of changes. I like a lot of Brian Eno stuff. If you Google it, you'll probably hear. You've probably heard of some of his songs. It's quite beautiful. I play it for Bodhi when he is trying to sleep. It's a really good one. Also, all the Tibetan charms and the chants and the gongs and all that sort of stuff feels really good for me. There's a band called Loscil, Loscil. It's more kind of instrumental and interesting. I love that. I used to actually use that when I couldn't sleep. I would play their music over and over, and I found that really beautiful. So that's another band. And just go online and just Google like yoga meditation music, and you'll find something that works for you. But the chanting I find really beautiful. There's such a wonderful energy in that. My dog walker has arrived, so my dogs are very excited. Yeah, so I love that. That's something you could definitely check out, and then see what works. If you find yourself getting very distracted by the music, then it's not the right fit. So try something else, and then and just see what works and what keeps you in a calm state. My God, my dogs, they're just so excited. They go on these hikes, like 1 hour hikes every day. This is the exciting barks that are going on. Okay. Yeah, I think there's a fine balance between allowing things to happen to you, but also going out and pursuing what your passions are and your dreams are. I, I mean, I never would have got pregnant if I had just sat back and was like, "Get me pregnant," because you need things to happen to get pregnant. My dream, my whole focus this year, my manifest board was just pregnancy related. There was pregnant bellies. I painted pregnant bellies. And that was my way of welcoming in that kind of journey for myself. And so everyone knew that I wanted to be pregnant. I mean, everyone in my life knew, like Cassandra knew. It's like all I would talk about. And so it's okay to be vocal about the things that you want. I couldn't control when I was going to get pregnant. I very much tried to for a long time. But you can do everything in your power to align things right so that it's easy for the universe to say yes and to say, all right, now it's time. So for me, I was having sex during my fertile window. So I was putting everything aligned. But then I had to let go. I had to let go of the expectation that it was going to happen for me. And then the month that I let go of that was the month that I got pregnant. Every other month there was a fixation, an obsession, a control. And until I finally liberated myself from the outcome of pregnancy is when I, of course, got pregnant, which is very funny how that works. So I definitely think that, I totally believe that I manifested most of what has happened in my life, but I still went out and I approached the things that I desired, and put enough energy into them, but without really trying to control it all. Like I reached out to agents when I was 16. I was constantly emailing William Morris Endeavour when I was 18 and 19 and trying to be signed with them. And before I'd even acted, before I'd even done a film, I was putting that energy out into the world, that I wanted to be represented by this agency and I wanted to have this kind of life. And so my energy was forward in the area that I wanted. Like, it was definitely forward. But there is nothing you can do to make something happen in that way. So all I did was just like positive affirmations surrounding it. Another thing I did was sometimes I would just tell myself that it's happening. I would say, I would be like, my baby, I'm going to be giving birth, even if I wasn't pregnant. And then those sorts of things energetically were put out to the universe and they came back to me. So I don't think being passive in manifesting works. I do think taking the steps that you need to take in order to get closer to your dreams is integral. And it also means that you have a very clear focus on what it is that you want and you're putting it out into the universe. You're not just being a pacifist and saying like, come get me, dreams, because it doesn't work like that. So you have to strike a balance. Put your focus, put your energy into it, but then let it go. And I know it's easier said than done. But I think the way to find results is, I was so obsessed with the idea of being an actor. I put everything in place that I needed to put in place, and then I let go, and I just kept living my life and hung out with my friends and worked at Burger King, and just, I did me, even though I knew it was my big dream. It was always there. It was like right there. And I think that's the way to do it. I mean, that's been my experience anyway. And so give that a go and see if that kind of shifts anything for you. And you can also research on manifesting too. You can really research on how to draw things into your life. That's important. And how to let go of the control surrounding it. So that's actually how I learned all about it in 2011. Is I researched. There was this person called Dr. Karen Can that I used to look at all of her stuff, and I read her ebook, and and there's books like The Secret and various things out there. So do your homework, and good luck. Just keep moving forward. Alright guys, that is it. I have to go pick up my son from preschool now, so I need to go. But sending love, and I will speak to you soon.